Good afternoon, everybody. Sorry I didn't make it on last night. I was exhausted. It was a rough week. It was a rough day. So postponed, and it was good timing because I was able to come on and play with the newly released 7 Kids stamp set. I'll see, I've got a couple people on. So I'll try to make this quick. Lily, my youngest, got angry and put herself down for a nap. So that worked. Hi, everybody. Hi, Katya. Hi, Miss Dana. All right, so I already had my images colored. I'm using this sneaky little kitty from Kitten Frills. I'm using the flowers from both sets. I stamped and used my distress markers to watercolor all the flowers and leaves. Let's see, what else did I use on this one? So Kitten Frills, I think, is predominantly what this one is. So I took the vase from the vase of flowers here, and I carefully wiped off and just kind of stamped around the perimeter and made it look like it fell off the table because she's knocking it over, broke the glass. I just added black ink to the inner edges there for the cracked vase. Instead of using this bit here, the feather toy, I decided to make it like a boho headband on this sassy little kitty. And actually, when I chopped off the flower topper to this vase that she broke on the floor, I went ahead and added it to her little headdress there. I'll show it to you up close so you can see that. Let me see if I can get better light. And I love that it gives a little bit of extra dimension there. So she's sassy, she's very hip, and she broke your favorite vase. So again, I used distress markers to color all of these. As I do with most of my things, I tried to keep my color palette about the same. So I used oranges, corally color, green, and then just a neutral brown here. And what we're going to be making today is a double-sided Tulle shaker card. These are very easy to make if you've not ever made them. One thing that's really nice about Tulle shakers in particular are they're very flat. So I've debated about whether I'm going to add any foam tape here or not. You don't even have to do that. Like I said, they're pretty flat. We might add a little bit of foam tape. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I feel when we get there. So just to start, I've got I guess a top folding horizontal A2 sized note card. And I cut a scalloped panel from the Harmony pad of the Mintay Papers. Here, I used this really cool grungy navy peeled paint looking piece. Excuse me. And then because it's going to be an open windowed Tulle shaker, I grabbed a circle die. A circle die. Amalia's over beside me playing video games while I do this. It's okay. And I taped my panel to the front of my card base and then taped the circle frame on my card where I know I want the shaker portion, and then ran that through my die cutter together. If it doesn't die cut through both layers completely, you can then, just remove enough. You've got enough of the lines so you can line that back up, so everything should match up perfectly fine. I didn't figure you needed to see me do that part. Let me just pull these little bits of washi tape off. So what we want to do is assemble the Tulle part. Well, actually, you know what? Why don't we go ahead and stamp the sentiment on the inside? Because it's Tulle, you'll be able to kind of see through. I figured it would be fun to do the sentiment on the inside of the card so you can kind of see it through to the front through the Tulle portion.
What's a sentiment?
And the sentiment are the words that say the things.
You should say words.
I should say words. Amalia is telling me I should say words. All right, so we don't need this portion when we're lining this up. I more just want to see where, I'm just trying to get some of the because it cut through both layers. We've got some little paper shards there. So I'm just gonna pop this in here. Ooh, I'm using that Wendy Valecki, if I'm saying that name right, the Make Art, the Station, that's what it's called. I really like it. But these little, these magnets, I'm telling you, my girls use my Misty, and they put ink all over everything, and now my magnets with the washi get ink on everything, so I'm gonna have to replace that. Grr. All right, so we just have to pick the sentiment now for the inside. I wasn't sure which one to use. Diamonds are a girl's kitty's best friend. I don't know that that's really appropriate for this one. I don't have a lot of jewels in there. You could definitely put jewels as a shaker element. That would be really cool. That would be very cute. I considered doing that before. But I think we'll do, let's see, always land on your feet. That could be a cute one. But I'm thinking one of the two of these. So Emiel massages the heart, or you leave paw prints on my heart. I'm gonna do you leave paw prints on my heart. It's not as bold. A bolder sentiment might be easier to see, but we'll go with this one. I'm gonna put it a little bit higher. Yes, that sentiment word again, Amalia, that's right. Use the lines here to see if we're straight-ish in there. I can't tell, it's hard to see, and I'm trying not to put my face in front of things. Okay, Amalia. I always rub my hand across things. Hi, Miss Fawn Marie. All right, just gonna get some VersaFine ink. A color would be pretty to peek through here too. But black might be a bit easier to see with that tulle layer. That looks good. Close my ink. My dirty, dirty rag has got to be washed. Oh my goodness. So let's take this off. See that? Oh, that's terrible. Sharing crafting supplies with young ones. It'll happen every time. I just cut some printer paper to put behind my stamps so I can see them easier. I'm glad we have all these directions and stuff, but this is just easier for me to see what I'm looking at. So I've just layered a piece of copy paper behind there. Hi, Miss Mel. All right, so we have our sentiment here, and my inky spots, you see I go right to there. So all we're pretty much gonna do is worry about assembling the tulle shaker part right now. So I have two different colors of tulle. I have a white that we can use, which might probably be the better option, even though there's really very little difference when you look at it, and then a very soft baby pink. So I don't know that it really makes a difference here. We'll use the baby pink. Why not? I like pink.
Me too. Purple and pink is my favorite.
Can you hear Amalia's commentary off here on the side? All right, so let's see. And apparently all right is a word I use a lot. I didn't realize that until one of my other lives when somebody pointed that out. Okay, let's cut this. This stuff is so wispy. Once again, we're gonna need 2 pieces. I almost forgot that because we need to line it on the front and the back. Holy moly. Okay, I'm just gonna cut a piece off here. There's something stuck to it. Oh no! Get off, whatever you are. There's one piece. Let me find the end. The never-ending bundle of tulle. Cut a piece off of this. I hope it's gonna fit. It should. And I usually trim this up after I add my score tape. Yeah, that's gonna work. So why don't we start by putting this down, and then we can trim around it. So where did I put my score tape? It was right here, and now it has disappeared. Okay. Thank you. I'm glad you think it's, I think this little kitty is so cute, but she does look mischievous. Oh my goodness. I mean, look at her. She's climbing up. The table's a little too tall, so she has to be tipping it over, so. And what do cats do? Yes, the kitty is sassy, Amalia. And kitties are, of course, very good at knocking everything over, just because they think that's fun.
Number 2 or number 1?
Okay, Amalia.
The kitty just knocked down that vase.
Yep, the kitty knocked down the vase. Yes, Amalia. I could be super amazing, and that probably would be a good idea, is if you cut a piece of sticky, double-sided sticky paper tape. Amalia. A little bit less commentary. Then you could just layer it on this, cut 2 of them, you know, layer it down, and that would work pretty well too. I'm trying not to bend it because I don't want to add any extra bulk there on purpose. So we've got a nice ring. Of course, I could have done a square. That would be a little bit easier. So we just release or remove the release paper from all around our circle. Oy, oy, oy. It was a beautiful day today here. I don't know what the weather's like there. It looked like we were going to get a storm. We were having some thunder just a few minutes ago. You heard it. You heard it earlier, Amalia. So now I'm just going to lay this down carefully. You want to try to avoid wrinkles if possible. I mean, this stuff is, you know, has a mind of its own. It's very cheap too. I mean, if you want to make shaker cards on the cheap, buy a roll of this stuff at your craft store, Walmart, for $1, and you can make shaker cards forever. And it's really delicate. It adds a really cute touch. It's cheaper than acetate. So there we go. See? And now I'm going to trim it. If I can see myself around it. Okay, Amalia. Good gracious. She's making some funny noises over there. You can watch, but you can't get in the way, okay? I can't watch you right now. That's fine. Okay. She's just going to play video games. All right, so we have the first layer down. And what I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead and get this layer ready. So I'm going to flip it over, even though I know, oh my gosh, that's gorgeous. I wanted to do a tropical print because she looks kind of boho tropical with the leaves. Oh my gosh, Tulle is so cheap. What is it? This, I think it was just this little roll. It has a cardboard bit in the middle, but it popped out. I think it's only like $1 or $2 at Walmart. And you don't need anything bigger than, what is this, like a 6-inch, 6 or 8-inch, I think, are the lengths. Can you imagine how many shaker bits you can make with this? It'll last you forever. Okay, so now we're going to take our top panel. We're going to do the same thing, repeat the same process with the other piece. I'm not as always fond of doing it this way, but for the sake of not making this as painfully long as possible for all of you kind peoples who are watching this with me, I can't keep going. I have to break it. Oh, I've got a scrap of Tulle there. Like, where did you come from? I think if you've never made a Tulle shaker, I'm sure you've seen them. They're just so pretty. They're so pretty. Okay, this release part is already starting to come off. Let's get all the rest of this off. It's very forgiving. All right, so that piece is on. You can see we've got score tape all around the perimeter of that one. Where did my other piece of Tulle go? It's blending in with everything else. Where did you go? Tulle? Oh my goodness, it floated away. I did cut 2 pieces. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, how funny. Not really funny. We'll pretend it's funny. Okay, let me cut another piece. I don't know where it disappeared to. You see it's almost invisible. Who knows where it went? Oh, good gracious. Cut. All right, so another piece of tulle. So I've got a third piece floating around here somewhere. I'm just gonna layer it down. I know this is probably very, very hard for you to see. I'm just pushing it down into the score tape so it'll hold. It might be on the floor. You know, I don't see it. I don't see it down here on the floor though either. It's somewhere. It's somewhere mixed up here with my giant, massive mess. I just don't see it. We're just gonna move on. Okay, as with the other one, I'm gonna just trim the excess around because you don't wanna see that poking out. Tulle is also really pretty. I've seen people use it to embellish different projects. They'll take a piece, kind of roll it up flower style or accordion fold it to kind of create like a fanned flower. And that's really, really pretty, and it's so delicate, and it takes up it's no bulk at all, but it's just so delicate and pretty. And it would look great with this Mintay paper, believe it or not. You always lose time. I know, me too. And it's like, I just had it in my hand. Ugh. All right, so we've got two pieces. This piece that goes, and then this one that will go atop here. See, we can line it up and smush it together. Of course, I have to fill it. But once again, you can see that I don't think I'm gonna add any extra bulk. I wanna show you that you don't even need foam tape to make this. I do suggest score tape, some type of tape adhesive, liquid adhesive. I don't know that that would really work the same. I've always used score tape when I've done these. You know what am I doing? I need to put it on this part. But it is really, they are super easy, super, super easy. And I totally jacked these dies off of Von Marie. Thank you very much. Way to hook a girl up. Go around the perimeter. I will put another layer here in between. Even though you can still see that it's very sticky around, I want to make sure that the layers stick together without any issue. Okay? I made a shaker like this for Amalia when she was in school for her Valentine's Day. That way it was no bulk. It wouldn't fall apart if she picked it up and tried to mess with it. It was, I think, just when she was 3 years old. And because you know kids always they think everything's interactive. And it was great. It was great. She didn't bust it apart. Oh, you have used art glitter glue with tulle. Well, maybe I'll try that. This is just this is quicker for me. It probably, you know, and you're probably right, Von Marie. That stuff's supposed to be the best. This is just instant. So let's give a light burnish to this without me ripping a hole in my tulle. Don't be a tool, Marcia. Okay, now let's rip everything apart. You know, the way we want to. We want to rip it apart. It might try to be a pain in the butt coming off the tulle again. Just take your time and be careful. Is that adhesive stuck? It's like invisible, you know? Come on. I only want to be getting the release paper. There we go. A pokey tool would probably help me with this stage. I have no idea where Amalia went either, by the way. This die, these are from Jaded Blossom. But any layering dies would work for this. Even shaped dies would be beautiful. Anything that can cut a hole in your paper You can make a shaker bit out of it. I'm not going to add adhesive to this big open space here. Now, if we were using foam tape, I would, because it would need that extra support. But since this is going to be flat, I don't feel like that's necessary. Oh, I didn't realize, you know, I have a bottle of art glitter glue. I'm trying to use up some of these other tube glues that I have sitting around before I open that one. So I haven't played with it yet to see that. But that's good to know, Von Marie. Von Marie is saying that art glitter glue dries very quickly. Okay, so I'm just going to lay this over the edge just a bit. I don't want to use a magnet and then have to try to fiddle with it to remove it. Okay, so I'm going to use some of these green bits. I use these on my ATC shakers. They just look like leaves. I think I used the green ones. Just going to use a bit, not too many. I just wanted something that was going to be flat, so I didn't want sequins. They could be a little bigger. You can definitely do that, but again, I wanted to keep this as flat as possible to show you that you can do that. You can make a shaker that's pretty dang flat. This is jumbo glitter. I got this at Walmart. I need to get my little scooper thing. I just want a little bit to catch the light. You see, everything sticks. Static electricity. I do have a scooper, believe it or not. It does have a shaker bit. Okay, that's probably too much, but that's okay. Now it's time to add this on top and pray that I can get it on there evenly. So you'll have to forgive me. I might pull it off frame just a little bit so I can do this without sticking myself to everything. My biggest concern is to make sure that I can get the circle portions layered down enough. Can I push all that down? It's about to get noisy in me here. My husband just got home. I can hear him all yelling for him. He picked up pizza for us. See? Now look how pretty that is. Oh my goodness. Both sides. Ah. Hi, Miss Tammy. And see? Isn't that pretty? And it's flat. Look at that. Boom. So now we just have to glue all the bits on the top. And see, you can see the sentiment through the front of the tool. I know. I know. Can you tell Tati Mommy's making a video really quick? Thank you. So now we just have to glue everything on. I'm going to be careful not to glue anything over the tool too much. My husband was doing some pretty serious outside work today. So mad props to that man. Bad kitty broke the vase. So let's start gluing stuff on. Isn't that cool? She's taking a nap. Like angrily went down for a nap. You know, once again, just to show you that we can do this flat, I'm not going to put anything with foam tape. I'm just going to do everything flat. Just be mindful not to put glue over those portions of tulle. I might have stuck a little bit on that side of the face, but I'm not going to really mush it. Let's tip the table. Thank you, Mel. I'm just seeing where I need to put the glue. So we're going to go a little bit here and a little bit here. Bad, bad kitty. Let me glue the broken vase. Here, I'm just going to throw it here on the card front. Again, you definitely could use foam tape for this part. I just want to show you that you can make a beautiful shaker card without any bulk at all. That looks good. Broken. Oh, what a shame. I was going to use one of these leaves behind her, but I can't remember which one I was going to use. I think it was that one. You see? Look at that, Nadia. Look. You can see it through both sides. And now we're just going to glue on this little wreath of flowers, partial wreath of flowers. Yes, sweetie.
I wonder what Tati, which pizza did he got? Pepperoni?
Pepperoni.
That's it?
Yes. I think I was going to put this leaf just kind of hanging behind her. Or maybe this little one. I don't remember. It doesn't matter. We can do whatever we want. I was going to add a mouse too, but the way the mouse is looking up, I could have shifted the shaker element, but I wanted to make sure I gave myself enough glue space without having to cover the tool. I know. I love these kitty stamps too, Miss Tammy. Let's see, another leaf. I'm just kind of figuring out my placement, and then I'm just going to glue it all down. Okay, so let's add this leaf. Behind her there. Wait, not down on that part. I want to put glue on this part. If you work quickly enough, it'll all work. It'll all work. I guess that flower wants to go that way. I don't want anything to go outside. I want to try to contain it. You could definitely do that. I just don't want to give any reason for it to... I think I might tuck this one underneath. Just a bit there. That's about it, guys. I don't know if I like that one there. It's already glued down, so that's where it's going. So, oh, I'm sorry, Miss Von Marie. But anyways, that is the card. A double or straight through open tool shaker using the newly released Kitten Frills stamp set from 7 Kids. There you go. There you have it. See? And it's flat. No bulk. At all. So you can
Does it open?
It does open, see?
Ooh.
Now you could pretty this up if that bothers you. I don't know that anybody's going to go, oh my gosh, they're going to open the card and go, oh, look, I can see the back of things, and that's just so ugly. That's just ridiculous. That's pretty. Yes, Kelly had recommended the blue. I was trying to find something to use for the background. And I love color opposites, and I believe blue and orange are those, so it helps them pop better. So yes. So anyways, there you have it. There's the card. And again, I did use Kitten Gems. Is it Gems? I don't want to mess that up. Yeah, Kitten Gems for some of the flowers and the leaves. Kitten Frills for Sassy Pants here with the table. The broken vase. Oh, shame, shame. And there we go. So there you go. You can see both sides. And you see you can see through it really well. So it's pretty nice. Again, a really cheap way to make a shaker. Completely flat. You won't have to worry about any extra postage at all. I don't think any of this is coming out. I think this is just from me trying to, because it's completely sealed all the way around. So even if it does make it out of there, some pieces might fall through because these little bits are a little smaller. Big deal. It's like confetti. So anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. again, hooray! I'm so excited for Miss Kelly's first official stamp release for 7 Kids. Hooray! And anyways, I hope you guys have a wonderful day. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.